Step 6, testing. You've heard this a lot, right? A/B split testing. You know it's important, but you're not too sure about where it is. I look at testing in a very, very simple context. How important is the results to me monetarily? Is the effort, energy, and money invested for this test, is that estimated output actually worthwhile to me? Turning 4% to 4.5%, but it took me 2 weeks and cost me $500, is that worth it? Maybe to some, maybe not to others. To me, I'd say it's not worth it. I'd just carry on doing what I'm doing, and eventually I'd get around to it. With the perspective of speed to market and urgency, because you've got little to no budgets and you wanted to do this quickly because you're under a 90-day timeline, maybe, we begin to gauge and look through testing with a filter of that I find is the most prioritized perspective to have when it comes to initially making money online, when it comes to anything really. So I also now begin to break down how to test if you have to. I've started breaking down some actual formulas. I show you how to break down your samples, and I show you a simple framework of testing 2 envelopes, 2 types of copy, and 2 types of funnels. It's 6 objects to test, but we need 3 of them at any one time to run, right? Because we need an envelope, we need an insert, short or long copy, and we need to send them somewhere, a funnel, right? So we need one of the elements to together to actually begin this. It's 20 possible combinations, 20 tests, but it's not actually that. It's more like 3 tests, like I said. So it's no longer going to be this cost. It's going to be a lot cheaper. Keep your tests really, really simple. So let's just say that we're targeting SaaS companies that have just got their funding in the beginning development, and we've pulled together 1,000 of them and we've put them in our Google Sheet under the lead pool. All those that have brought my $100 micro product that adds on to this, they'll have all of this there. But we're going to be running 3 tests to this setup. Test 1, which envelope gets more opens. Test 2, which version of our copy gets more engagement. And test 3, which funnel results ultimately in more sales that close. Pretty simple, right? So in order to work that out, we need to begin working out how many of this 1,000 pool of people we need to devote to tests to have a statistically significant likelihood of this being extrapolated to the whole pool of 1,000 people. I worked that all out here with these sample calculators, and I walk through the process on how to do that and how to work with it. So if we've got 1,000 people, we need a sample size of 100 in order to do this. With the margin of error worked out, the correct size of people, the correct amount of people that we need to contact with a confidence level of 95% is 51 people. So we need to send 51 people the white envelope and 51 people the purple envelope. That will be able to give us a rudimentary, statistically significant return of data that will determine which envelope performs the best. Very simple. And you just do the same thing for all the others as and where, and then you begin to have you'll have significant ongoing aggregates that will have exponential returns. So your test here, say, it's ordered the most significant as well. So we're testing the element that will have the most impact to begin with. If we're using white envelopes for test 1, test 2, and test 3, and then we start testing, say, which funnel gets us the most phone calls to begin with, that's like testing which headline on our landing page gets more engagement when we're doing cold email, instead of first and foremost testing subject lines for that email. We're testing in a priority of most significance to action. Email subject line, so email deliverability, email subject line, email header, email body, call to action. Each one feeds into the next one. If they pass that one, they move into the next one. A significant increase on the previous rung of tests will have a giant trickle down effect of every element henceforth. If you can increase the amount of people that hit your sales page by 10%, or you can increase the amount of people that hit your sales page by 10%, or you can increase the call to action effectiveness by 0.5%. Which one would you start with first? Case point. Reread, rewatch this section, study it, understand that tests are only as important as how much you prioritize that result. If this isn't worth your time, just lead with white envelope, paper, whatever funnel. Because if your offer is that good, it won't matter really what color envelope they come with. If you show me you can help me get 15 grand per employee, I don't care you've sent me a purple envelope or a white envelope. I really don't. It's all going to be a follow-up. But if you have to test, that's the framework that you need.